So this is one of those hedge trees that I got last spring. Saw it at a box store. It's $20. It's like, I'm sure many bonsai people have looked at this and gone, okay, I gotta get something here. I can do something with this. So I've just let it grow, transplanted into this, let it just grow out all last year, and now I need to do something on it. My goals are get light in the inside. You can see they just die out on the inside. Anyone that's seen these shrubs as hedges knows that the inside really dies out and it just sort of pushes on the outside. So I need to bring lots of light into it. That's my one goal. I'm not going to completely style it. I've been in that sort of bonsai paralysis of not wanting to do work and just looking at trees and then not doing work when I have time and not having enough time. So, you know, that's when I got to go, okay, I got to just get my hands on a tree. And this one I don't think I can initially style, but I gotta do something. It splits into multiple trunks right at about there. And so it starts splitting and splitting all the way up. So I'm thinking I'm going to just trim off a huge whack at the top, gin it up, and make some sort of tree down below, and just try to really highlight this section and then those gins that hopefully will look nice. So anyways, I've got not even the bonsai tools, but the garden tools out. Let's just start up there and away we go. Shave it down. That would be my best way. Start taking off bark. Yeah, it's probably best just by hand. This is going to be quite a refined bonsai technique this is. Okay, so you can see I've taken off quite a bit off the top there. It's kind of weird looking. You know, those are way maybe too big. I could bend these with massive wire. I do want to see in there. So anyways, I'm thinking I'm going to use this sort of more as the front. And I want to kind of get a view in there, and I'm actually thinking of tilting it a bit. So yeah. Okay, so I think I got the base sorted out. I've got a sort of wider here, and I just looked at all the various bases, and although there's a teeny bit of like bulge here from this, I think I can chop this back and this will just make it look like there's some taper, and it's hard to see in here, but the root does flare out there. So I've put it on the angle. I've cleared out the center, cleaned out a bunch of this dead stuff in the core, taken off, you know, a lot of the tree. So I'm opening it up. And what's interesting is now, like, if I pull these branches down, this is the underside of the branch. Now they look like they can do okay, but that's a risky bet. So I will probably twist these branches around, and I'm thinking, you know, sort of lower branch here coming off of some of these, trying to get more push this way. So the whole plant's gonna lean a bit this way, not too far out, but here, and just try to create paths, probably break up the trunk a few times, create the apex like there. So maybe get some pads kind of coming up. And then have some off this side. And I'm gonna just push the movement a bit, so I might even pull the apex off of the main trunk and have it out this way also. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I got some heavy wire, and I'm just gonna start wiring and so yeah, lots has happened. So you can see I've reduced it quite a bit, even farther, and sort of made an apex here, sort of out of a top branch. Let's see if you can get it coming out there, twirling around. I almost think it could go lower, but I've taken off so much. I just need to let it grow. I started wiring the first branch or two, like you saw in my last video, and then I realized, okay, if you just wire one or two branches, the tree, it weakens those so much that the tree, I think, allocates resources elsewhere. So when you start wiring a branch, you don't want to weaken the section, especially if it's your lower branches. Those are the ones you want to stay strong. So then I decided, okay, I have to wire the whole thing. So, a lot of wire later, I really wired this out. I didn't wire this extended small green because it was too fine and too delicate. And you can see I've got a little bit of some strange stuff happening. Like this is coming up, this is kind of coming up, and these are all shooting down. A few more kind of coming up and out. So it needs a lot of refinement. I don't know what to do with the tops. Do I leave one or two, and then maybe gin them up here? It's kind of unique. I don't really know. I do have a chance to bend them in the next few days before they dry out. I don't know what to do. So if you have ideas, put it in the comments. I had originally, I wanted this base. And then I had sort of designed it, let's see. Designed it from that front. So the tree kind of comes off to the left and the bigger branch comes off to the left. Gonna want to shorten this and then maybe shorten that a little bit. Just depends on how much asymmetry I want. If I can push this out more and fill out in here in this section, that's what I'm liking. So, but I do like the angle. I find it, I don't know. I think it will give a little more character to the tree. And I could just take off the tops. I can hide where it is with this dense foliage. So that could be another option, is just take it right off, leave the tree there, leave all of them, leave some of them and move them, maybe just leave two. I had thought maybe take off these three, so there's just those two, and then it looks like you get a little bit taper, and then I'd maybe chop it off up there, peel it back, because it tapers up so much. But I mean, really, what can you do with the $20 Hedge tree from the big box stores? Well, this is what I did. I think there's lots and lots of options. They say it's not a good tree for bonsai. I think that's because it flops so much and it's going to want to grow straight up. So I'm going to be fighting that its whole life. But I can deal with the floppy. I can slowly bring it back, and then I can have it as a flopping, almost like a cedar, natural, like Western cedar. But really happy. I've sort of spread out all the branches as much as I kind of can, trying to make sure there's light everywhere. Let's see a different angle. There's the back. Also nice with that one coming up and dead, or just coming up at this point because they have branches attached. See a little bit more of that trunk line. But yeah, I've wired everything down. Thanks for watching. And what's happened is it's butted all the way up high, so it's too high, right? I need to think about bringing some of these down. I'll have to just figure it out. Here's the rosemary I trimmed up. It's starting to grow nicely. I really just cut hard back, and so now it's starting to grow. This tree is from the other side. Oh, I do like that. I do love that little moment, especially with the light in there.